NuubCast. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another NuubCast. This is Blomus. This is a silver level PvP on Metalopolis between Nasty Nate. Nasty Nate is a newcomer to NuubCast. I believe this is his first game to be cast on the channel, though may or may not have been his first submission. I'm not sure. But welcome, Nasty Nate. Glad you stuck it in there and wow, no innuendo there. Anyway, welcome to NuubCast. If you are unfamiliar, we are all about the non-pro level games and proving time and time again with your help that fun and entertaining and somewhat educational games can be played on any level and every level under the sun.
And in the sun.
And in the sun, so says Stargirl. Any of you have success playing in the sun, please notify your local Guinness World Record book, because you will have certainly set some serious world records.
Yep.
And proved your immortality. Matthias Wolf, the opponent. Let me get their names up here for your enjoyment. PvP, one of my favorite matchups, not because, we talked recently about the PvT matchup being pretty versatile, having the ability to do several different things.
Go get it.
What's going? I just hear this strange voice coming from the other room, and it's a book that my daughter has of her grandmother reading Frosty the Snowman. But it's the kind of book that only reads if you open it. Anyway, that's so not game related. Can you close the door, please?
Sure.
Thanks.
I won't let Toby get it.
Anyway, back to the game. PvP. Openings are generally going to be very similar, especially here at the silver level. You're either going to see a 4-gate, or if your opponent's going for both of his gases, you're going to see like a 3-gate robo. Most guys are going to be working off of one base. Whoa, look at this. 4 gates, no gas, and a cyber core for Nasty Nate. This is very unorthodox. And an Artosis pylon. Oh my goodness. Well, I guess these guys will be powered by that one.
That's even not the
Very
right
interesting.
thing.
It is not the right thing. And both gases now going down for Nasty Nate. Very interesting build choice here. But hey, we're in silver level, and one of the beauties of NuubCast is that we assume bad play. We assume it. It's part and parcel with what we do. So we aren't going to be down on players because they're macro slips. We're not going to be making fun of people because they don't have perfect micro. We're all about interesting interactions and being able to talk about what's going on. Now, obviously, neither of these guys are really up on build orders, which is in the early levels of play, when you are bronze, silver, gold, and this is an area that I'm trying to work on, you really should, as you're working on your macro, learn a couple of build orders for each race. And even just one. If you have one build order that you learn for each race and you get it down, you can get pretty high. Now, that you can probably with just on build orders, you can probably get to like platinum. But that doesn't mean you're a good player. So definitely want to continue working on your mechanics, getting like both of these guys have cut pro production, I believe. I haven't seen a pro being made by either one of these guys in a while. So that's obviously something that we can point to and talk about as something that you want to make sure that you're keeping up on. And that's true at any level, obviously. Pro production is important. But build orders, especially early on in your gameplay, are going to be very helpful because they help you focus. They allow you, in many ways, having a build order allows you to keep up with your macro, because if you have a specific order to do things, a standard set of, a standard order of things to warp in or to make or whatever, then, it's going to be, you're establishing a routine for yourself that is going to allow you to have better habits as far as macro and as far as macro. I mean, because really, that's the most important thing. And anybody will tell you that. Macro is the most important thing. Nice transfer by Matthias, getting his units out here. Let's see, what is our makeup? Let's check the units tab. Nasty Nate doing better with his probe production. He is continuing to make more probes now that he's gotten his expansion up. He has rebooted his probe production. He doesn't have as many units out here. We've got 8 zealots and a mortal, 4 stalkers, which will completely dominate if Matthias decides to attack. And what we've got over here is a couple of cannons, but not very many units at all for Nasty Nate. And he could be in a bit of trouble if his opponent decides to be aggressive. More stalkers being warped in. So we got 4 gates. Now on 2 saturated bases, especially since Nasty Nate doesn't have a robo, probably wants to add 2 or 3 more gates. If he's not going for any other like robotics tech or anything, then 8 gates is perfectly fine on 2 saturated bases, which is what we're seeing here. Could get you up a huge army. Matthias, he has 2 bases running, also well saturated, decently saturated. He is getting a second forge, but it's still only 3 gates and a robo. Again, this is something that I personally have struggled with a lot, is knowing when and how many gateways to add. And basically, and I read somewhere recently, or someone, I forget who I was either listening to or reading somewhere, about when to add gateways when you expand. And a lot of guys will say to add your gateways before your nexus. So if you have 3, add 3 more gateways before you drop your nexus, so that when your money kicks in, or as your nexus is making, so that when your money kicks in, you will have oh jeez, sorry about that. Nice concave, and this is actually everything. All the zealots were in the back. Nasty Nate using blink here. He needs to be blinking towards his cannon though, because he's in trouble. He is in big trouble. Matthias Wolf. Oh, the Nasty Nate! I didn't even see the dark shrine come out, but he's got a DT and is trying to work on this immortal. Does not have his observer out. So here's an instance where Dark Templar actually saves the game for Nate, for Nasty Nate, because he is forcing his opponent to run away. Still chasing him down. Oh, he actually finally got that immortal. That's so crazy. I can't believe it. Oh no, but the DT's gonna run right into the cannon, and it is going to die. Nope, got away. Wow. Impressive. Impressive. Forge out in front. Chronoing out those upgrades. Getting that +2. Now he's got an observer. He doesn't have to worry about those DTs anymore. I mean, they still pack a nice wallop, that's for sure. But that engagement, man, having the zealots in the back caused a huge problem for Matthias Wolf. I think if he didn't have them, if he had him out front, he probably would have won that engagement cleanly and pushed in and probably won this fight, won the game. And he pushed into this little concave where Nasty Nate was able to stand out here concave with his stalkers, and Matthias Wolf pushed into this little choke, and that was really problematic. And now we're going to see the DTs get dropped into the mineral line. They're going to kill a butt ton of probes. Zealots canceled. I guess he's like, I don't need them. I don't need them. My DTs achieve baller status. No zealots. Run away. Yep, DTs are pretty baller. DTs killing all kinds of units, but they are going to go down now because the observer is here. And more DTs worked in on the low ground. Everything did. Matthias Wolf economy in tatters. This is something that happens a lot at silver level and bronze level, where guys, come on, pay attention, Nasty Nate, get these guys over here if you want this Nexus, get them over here. Oh man, we're gonna get this Nexus too. But Matthias has so much money. Why is he not warping in units, dude? Oh, he's fighting down here. That's why. Duh. He pushed in. Nice blink there by Nasty Nate. I was paying so much attention to the harass there that. Nice blink. Blunk around these units, and Matthias leaves the game. Wow. He probably didn't need to leave. Probably didn't need to leave. Oh, well, yeah, it was pretty much over. It was pretty much over. 3 base to no probes. Yeah, that's pretty much game over. And what I was going to say before I realized I was missing an entire battle over here was silver and bronze guys. And I know this because I was in silver and bronze not that long ago. They hate pulling their probes, or they don't pay attention to it. And if you realize that you're getting harassed, I don't care if you're able to warp in units or not, you should always get your probes out of dodge. Always, 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 always. Get them out of harm's way as quickly as possible. I apologize for missing most of that battle. Let's why don't we take a peek and see. I want to just look at that battle real quick. We'll watch. I guess. Oh, we didn't really miss anything. All right, we didn't miss the battle at all, so I don't feel bad anymore. Nice force fields there by Nasty Nate, holding things back, and now the final blink to surround the guys. DT's in there, kicking butt. Matthias Wolf leaves the game. Pretty fun game. Nice job, Nasty Nate. Good job with the DT harass. This is another instance where DT saved the day, man. Nasty Nate definitely would not have won apart from the Dark Templar. Hope you enjoyed that. Keep climbing that ladder. See you next time.